The Philippines inaugurates its 15th vice president today. The public is reminded that the gun ban in the cities of Manila and Pasay remains until July 2. The health department urges Filipinos to complete their booster shots as the agency reports another uptick in COVID cases. And in sports, the NU Lady Bulldogs showed no mercy as they take Game 1 of the women's volleyball finals in 3 straight sets. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your weekend. I'm Charles Lejano. It's all systems go for the inauguration of Vice President-elect Sara Duterte in Davao City later today. Marian Enriquez has the details.
A day before her oath-taking, Vice President-elect Sara Duterte's schedule was jam-packed. Inday Sara met with different foreign dignitaries, politicians, and her parallel support groups. She even took time to meet her supporters and take selfies outside the Davao City Hall. Duterte said her inauguration speech, which she personally wrote, will be very short.
Ang speech ay intended to be short kasi unpredictable ang weather. Hindi natin siya ma-predict by the second. It will just be rallying the entire country to what we should do and focus on.
The incoming VP added that her mother, Elizabeth Zimmerman, will be the one to stand beside her and hold the Bible during her oath-taking. Incoming Vice President Sara Duterte has confirmed that President-elect Bongbong Marcos will attend her inauguration this Sunday. Her father, President Rodrigo Duterte, has earlier confirmed his attendance as well. And this will be the first time the two will be seen together in a public gathering. Mayor Sara also said that she will likely allot more of her time at the Education Department as its secretary, hoping to address some of the issues that have been hounding learners amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tatlo yun. Unang-una, yung effect ng pandemic sa ating mga learners and sa sobrang tagal nila na hindi nag-face-to-face classes. Pangalawa, the question on sending them all back to school, face-to-face classes, full on face-to-face classes. And then number 3, thorough discussion on the K-12 program.
Within her first 100 days in office, Duterte said they will focus on discussing the 2023 budget and face-to-face classes. As for her office as Vice President, Sara said there will be satellite offices, 6 of which are already present. They're also looking at having a permanent address that will also benefit future VPs.
So the singular legacy that we want to leave after 6 years is a permanent residence for the future vice presidents.
The Vice President-elect's inauguration will take place at the San Pedro Square in Davao City on Sunday. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
The police say they will exercise maximum tolerance when dealing with protesters in the upcoming inauguration of President-elect Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on June 30. Authorities say people will be allowed to stage demonstrations in certain areas. But if such demonstrations become unruly, the police said that they will show leniency and talk to the protesters first.
Pwede naman po nilang gawin yan sa mga lugar na otorisado at walang rason naman po na sila po ay ating paalisin dahil karapatan po nila yan. Pero kung sila na po ay makakasakit, makakasira at nanggugulo na, ay we have no other choice but siyempre po kakausapin po natin sila ng maayos at i-implement pa rin po natin yung maximum tolerance.
Meanwhile, as part of the security measures for the inauguration, the gun ban in the cities of Manila and Pasay will remain until 6 a.m. of July 2. All areas within 1 kilometer radius of the National Museum will be a no-fly zone, including for drones.
I-allow lang po na pwedeng magdala po ng kanilang mga baril ay ang ating membro ng PNP, AFP, and other law enforcement agency who are performing official duties in prescribed uniforms. And of course, they are authorized by law to carry firearms.
We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The Health Department records yet another uptick in COVID-19 infections in the country. This as the department once again urges the public to get their booster doses. JC Cosico has the report.
The average daily COVID-19 cases nationwide is now at 350, an at least 50% jump from the previous week. The Health Department attributed this increase to a number of factors. These include the entry of Omicron subvariants in the country, increased mobility, and waning immunity of vaccinated individuals. If the uptrend continues, DOH projects up to 1,200 daily cases by end June.
Kailangan nga natin i-prevent na mangyari yan because these projections naman are not cast in stone. Gusto lang ho natin makapag-prepare ng ating mga ospital, ng ating local governments so that we can prevent further transmission.
Health spokesperson Maria Rosario Vergere, however, clarified that the uptake is still not significant as hospitalization rate remains low. But in some areas of Metro Manila, Caraga Region and Calabarzon, healthcare utilization rates are increasing. In NCR alone, average daily infections rose from 102 last week to 170. With this, the DOH once again renewed its call to the public to get jabbed and boosted. According to Vergere, second booster uptakes have remained low since April.
Pag tinignan po natin ito, ikukumpara natin dun sa eligible na pwedeng makatanggap nito, medyo mababa pa po ito. We are trying to double our efforts para po especially our vulnerable itong mga populasyon na to, mabigyan po natin itong pangalawang booster shots.
Meanwhile, the booster rollout for children aged 12 to 17 is expected to start next week once the guidelines are released. The Health Technology Assessment Council has previously submitted its recommendations.
Once the Department of Health, through the Secretary of Health, approves the recommendations of the Health Technology Assessment Council, the DOH would now draft the guidelines on how we are going to implement these booster doses for 12 to 17 years old. So ito po ang ating parang inaantay na key factor.
For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
The Health Department says they have already disbursed around 2.5 billion pesos for the One COVID allowance this year. According to the agency, this was received by some 207,000 healthcare workers. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere maintains that working closely with regional hospitals and hospital associations to expedite the distribution of allowance.
Actually, nakapag-transfer na po tayo ng funds sa ating mga private hospitals. Meron lamang po kasing mga iba't ibang requirements na kailangan natin matupad. So, kailangan po ito maisaayos, maisumite ng maayos, makakumpleto ang ibang requirements so that we can be able to release completely these incentives and allowances to our healthcare workers.
Vergere also says that the department is open to holding discussions with stakeholders on how to improve the distribution processes.
Para makita po namin kung meron pong mabagal o kaya ay mga deficiencies sa aming proseso so that we can improve.
Still unbeaten, the NU Lady Bulldogs dominated the De La Salle Lady Spikers in a three-set match to take Game 1 of UAAP Season 84 Women's Volleyball Finals. The NU sweep was led by Bella Belen, who unloaded with 11 attacks, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. If the Lady Bulldogs take this season, it will be their first championship in 63 years. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories, starting with our continuing coverage of the inauguration of Vice President-elect Sara Duterte Carpio. Let's watch this.
Sara Zimmerman Duterte as the duly
This Sunday, June 19, Sara Duterte takes her oath of office as the 15th Vice President of the Republic. Tutukan ng aming live coverage ng mga pangyayari sa Davao City. Ang panunumpa alas 4 ng hapon sa June 19. Watch us on One News and One PH. All sides, all the time.
You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.